Hi everyone. In this video, we will discuss the most frequently asked question in interview, that is dependency injection. So let's start without further any delay. Dependency injection is a design pattern. In dependency injection, we inject the object of class into a class that depend on that object. Why we have need of dependency injection? Because this design pattern allows us to write loosely coupled code. It reduces the tightly coupled code so that we can easily manage the future changes. It makes our code more readable, testable, and reusable. Before proceed, we need to discuss what is tight coupling and loosely coupling. Tight coupling means classes and object are dependent on each other. That means when a class is dependent on another class, then it is said to be a tight coupling between these two classes. In that case, if we change the dependent object, then we also need to change the classes where this dependent object is used. If your application is a small one, then it is not difficult to handle, but if your application is big, then it is really difficult to handle to make these changes. In loosely coupling means two objects are independent of each other. That means if we change one object, then it will not affect the another object. Loosely coupled code allow us to manage future changes easily and also allow us to manage the complexity of application. Let's take a quick example of tight coupling. I have already created a new console project. For make this video short, I have already created some classes. Let me copy this and paste it here. I have created a student class in which we have ID, name, standard, properties. And second class is student data access layer class, in which I have created getStudent method, which return a list of student. Let's create another class, student business layer class. And create a method inside this class, getStudent method. And inside this method, I am creating an instance of student data access layer class. And so that I can call getStudent method of student data access layer class. It is an example of tight coupling because student business layer class is highly dependent on student data access layer class, which is not a good practice. Suppose if we move getStudent method in another class, then we will have to change in student business layer class also. You can easily change in a small project, but it would be hard in big application to make changes. Now, we will convert this tightly coupled code into loosely coupled code by using one of the type of dependency injection. Before that, let's discuss type of dependency injection. Constructor injection. When we supply the dependency object through the constructor of class, then it is called as constructor injection. Property injection. When we supply the dependency object through the public property of class, then it is called as property injection. Method injection. When we supply the dependency object through a public method of class, then it is called as method injection. Let's take an example of constructor injection. This is an example of tight coupling which we have discussed. Here Student business layer class is highly dependent on student data access layer class. Let's make these classes loosely coupled by using constructor injection. Interfaces are powerful tool to use for decoupling. Classes can communicate through interface rather than other concrete class. We can pass any class by implementing the interface. So here I am creating a iStudent data access layer interface in which we have getStudent method. And student data access layer class will implement iStudent data access layer interface. Now we have to do some changes in student business layer class. I am creating a private variable student data access layer of iStudent data access layer type and creating a parameterized constructor. The point you need to keep focus is the parameter of constructor is of type interface, not a class. Now, this parameter can accept any class object which implement this interface. And we can assign that object into a private variable of iStudent data access layer type. And we can call getStudent method by this private variable. So here in student business layer class, we are not creating an object of student data access layer class. Instead, we are passing it as a parameter to the constructor of student business layer class. Let's create an object of student business layer class in main method and pass object of student data access layer class. Student data access layer class has implemented the iStudent data access layer interface. Therefore, it will accept the object of student data access layer class. We can pass any class object which has implementation of iStudent data access layer interface. Now let's run our code. We get 3 record as expected. So our code is working fine. As we are injecting the dependency object through the constructor, therefore it is called as constructor injection. In next video, we will discuss the method injection and property injection.